That's true. That's true. We'd start with that then.
But the last time we saw each other on a podcast,
yeah,
we got things went a little western. We got a little intoxicated.
So absolutely. So, the whiskey kept pouring. And that was when I had that van. So I'd still have the van, but at the time I was kind of living in the van, traveling in the van. So I drove
heavy
here.
COVID. This is like
heavy
the beginning of COVID, where it was like weird to be around each other. Like, are we okay? We got tested.
Yeah,
okay,
right. We did.
Right,
we
good.
Got the COVID test, and then I had the van out in the parking lot.
Yeah,
and we started drinking the whiskey about midway through the show, and then the next thing I know, I'm opening my eyes in my van, and it's the next day. And I'm just like, oh, shit, what happened on the show? So, I think maybe the last half hour of the show was such a blur. I don't really quite remember getting the van, but I had a nice sleep in the parking lot. It was amazing. And then I kind of was a little nervous about, like, geez, what? That's a weird feeling when you
don't know what you said.
Don't know what you said.
Yeah.
And I called my mom. And everybody seemed, like people thought it was funny, but I mean, I think she was a little concerned about the amount of drinking. But no, that was a great time. But I'm not.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a great time.
It was fun. So we got a little off the rails. You didn't have to go anywhere.
No.
Your van was parked.
It was awesome.
What is it like sleeping in parking lots? That's got to be an odd thing.
Well, I rarely did that in the van. It was mostly out in these remote desert parks, like out in Bureau of Land Management land, BLM land in the desert.
Yeah.
And I was going around filming, and so I wasn't. But there was a couple of times I'd sleep in a truck stop because I was wanting to make a lot of distance. So I'd drive until I kind of couldn't keep my eyes open. Then I'd pull over at a truck stop and sleep between.
Sketchy proposition, right? You don't know who's around.
Yeah. Well, in the desert, it's a little more nerve-wracking because you're all alone out there.
Ooh,
and people can see the van in the distance, and it's a pretty nice van.
That's when the aliens come,
so,
too.
Yeah.
All alone.
I was hoping for that, but...
Nothing?
No aliens. I had a nice flyover from a U.S. Fighter jet in the Trona Pinnacles in this amazing part of desert in California.
Oh, yeah.
And I was the only person there, and I could tell this fighter jet